Hello, welcome to Real Talk Wrestling Podcast. Real Talk Wrestling Podcast is sponsored by Karen Corbin and Barina Corbin.
Mike, Don, what are they doing? What is Kerry Moore doing in the Impact Zone?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
So for the chat picture, are we actually going to use that full thing, or do you want to use the zoomed in image on her face?
I vote the zoom in image.
Same. Goodness gracious.
Okay. Alright, with that being said, Real Talk Wrestling Podcast is sponsored by the Mae Young Classic, where you can see the debut of Karina Boren. I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, but ladies and gentlemen, this is, despite the jokes and the laughter, we're doing a bring it to the table round table. With that being said, we're gonna talk about 3 topics from each person. Each person will have 3 topics. We'll go around.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but where's the introductions at first? We gotta introduce ourselves before we get into the business.
Okay. I'm sorry.
What up, everybody? It is the prodigal son of Real Talk, a.k.a. Barina Corbin. God damn it.
I was waiting for someone else. I was waiting for someone to say, "Hey guys, it's Karina Boren, and this is my debut in Real Talk."
Is the Impact Zone?
Alright, come on, Reaper, do your intro.
Yeah, you already know who I am. The Reaper of Real Talk Wrestling.
Okay. Youngblood?
Youngblood, the beautiful one, and oh god, what the fuck? Oh, nothing, it's just Karen Corbin. Wait, so legit, Youngblood, that picture you just sent was literally her before the Mae Young Classic? That was her back in UFC. One of her old UFC pictures. And then you see her in that picture. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my god, kill me!
It's like, wait, what did she do or so? The picture I sent. Okay, yeah, I'll take some money for that.
Oh my.
She actually looks good in that picture. The other one, she like.
It could be because of that angle, guys.
And with the mouthpiece definitely does not do it anything.
And then that. But alright, let me fast forward so I won't have to see her face, cause I'm gonna be laughing.
Alright, so anyway, what?
Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, it's your boy, the big bad booty daddy.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, don't say it. Son of Scott Steiner, nephew to Rick Steiner, and soon to be a 2-time Intercontinental Podcast Champion.
And brother to Barina Corbin.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say I thought he was Chill Booty, but
who's Chill Booty?
Oh, he's just a fan of Baron Corbin.
Oh my god.
Yo, new catchphrase in the podcast. Look at that. We're just adding him on because it's not like most memes.
Oh man, see, because you made that joke, you gotta go 1-on-1 with the Undertaker with that joke. I'm sorry.
And a tag team match.
All right, it's clearly you're missing the point, you guys. As long as you know what's cooking, though.
It doesn't matter. Rena Corbin should go ahead and bit water show.
Oh my god!
I love this.
I don't know how this came. Oh my! What the heck is that?
It's Barrina Corbin. What is Barrina Corbin doing in the Impact Zone? Mike, she broke it in half. My God. But anyways, we're here, and like the Booty Daddy was saying, we're here for the first ever edition of Bring It to the Table, where each of us bring 3 topics to the table, and we'll discuss each one of them. Just have a friendly conversation.
Yeah. Like the topic, for example, why is Barry and Corbin in the Impact Zone? And is she going for the TNA Knockouts title, or is she going for the TNA Heavyweight title?
Well, just know that she has to go 1-on-1 with the Undertaker very much soon. So no, it's the take her under. We're in the Impact Zone.
Oh
yeah. And it's not the Demon Kane, it's the Keeman Dane.
Oh.
Oh, you mean Dean Killian? Yes. And it's not Chris Benoit, it's Fish Crenoir. Fish Crenoir. I love it.
Yo, there's a Sami Zayn lookalike in this NXT takeover.
What about Kron Christopher? Oh, you mean the Pro Staff King?
Is that Sami Zayn in the Impact Zone?
Sami Zayn.
Is Zayn Sammy in the Impact Zone? Yo. Alright, I am back to being professional. So how we're gonna do it is we're gonna take turns. The order.
What's Trees doing in the Impact Zone?
The current order is Prodigy, Booty Prodigy, Prodigy, Booty Prodigy.
Yeah, Prodigy.
Chase and Gold. We won't never fold.
Hey.
Sorry, I had to bring that back in there in case you forgot. It's Booty Prodigy. So it's going to Prodigy, Reaper, Booty Daddy, and some jobber.
What does Duty Daddy mean?
You said dude.
My name is Duty Batty, and welcome to Real Talk.
Yo.
If I may, Booty Daddy, I would like to not go first.
Would you like to?
I would like to.
Alright.
I will let me go third.
Okay, so Reaper, me, you, and then the jobber?
Yes.
Okay. If that's okay with Reaper, sure.
Okay, so first topic I guess I have to do is, who do you think the best winner of NXT has been? Not counting the thing where they started having the belts and championships, but when they were doing the whole fucking obstacles.
Oh, you mean like who actually won NXT?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Well, based on their careers inside and outside of WWE. Well, Ryback invented it, so.
Yeah, technically, if we're being serious, Ryback invented NXT, and if you don't believe us, he was on season 1, so he invented it.
So if we look at it, all right. So you said inside and outside of WWE. Yes. Okay, so the winners would be Wade Barrett,
Kaval, aka Low Key,
Caitlyn, Johnny Curtis, aka Fandango,
Ooh, that's gonna be a hard one.
and Derek Bateman. And that's it.
Darren Bateman was on Tough Enough about NXT. Oh wait, no, he was NXT. You're right.
Oh, the Redemption series. It was Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, and Derek Bateman.
Yeah. Derek Bateman, which okay, let me make sure that's who I think that is.
EC3.
I'd honestly have to put it between fucking Derek Bateman, aka EC3, and Ball, aka Low Key.
See, I debate. I think
EC3.
I say it should be either between Wade Barrett and EC3.
It's EC3. I don't need to debate.
I mean,
if we look at it in terms of WWE, Derek Bateman, aka EC3, was shit.
Yeah, but
because his name was Derek Bateman. Now outside of WWE, fantastic. They tapped into his actual full potential. Now
what is Barrett Bateman doing here?
Wade Bateman. Wade Barrett.
All right.
What's Kilo doing in WWE?
Oh my. Oh, this is great.
Wade Barrett or EC3, I'd go with that.
Yeah, I have to agree. If we're talking EC3, the only thing I could say he accomplished outside was winning the TNA World Title. Other than that, Wade Barrett.
Times.
What, 3 times?
Also putting on some of the back. Wade Barrett, what has he accomplished inside? He didn't win the world title ever.
5-time Intercontinental Champion.
The bearer of bad news.
Yeah, I actually love the Bad News Barrett game.
Oh no, I love Bad News Barrett.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
No, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. But he was never afraid. He loved it.
Now, you could say maybe Johnny Curtis, a.k.a. Fandango, because he beat Chris Jericho at WrestleMania.
Well, if you count did Fandango win a belt yet?
The reason why I'm going with fucking Low Key, a.k.a. Cavallo, is because he was the inaugural fucking Ring of Honor World Champion. He's a 5-time X Division Champion, a 3-time TNA Tag Team Champion.
Okay, I have to agree with Low Key.
I thought you was talking.
Did nothing in WWE.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
We're just talking about WWE. I know, but you didn't factor in the WWE part. Well, I'm just factoring in the WWE.
All right, Low Key, get it, Low Key. I thought we were just talking about from NXT and after you left NXT. I didn't think we was talking about before NXT too. And that's the case, then this
Actually, all 3 of his tag teams came after NXT, and 3 out of his 5 X Division wins came after NXT.
Well, who you guys think it is?
I say EC3.
EC3 or Low Key?
EC3 Low Key? Okay, that's interesting, Youngblood.
I'd have to say EC3. I'd have to say Low Key, but EC3 has to be a close second.
Honestly, I don't even think EC3 should be considered second, because I think Wade Barrett is more well loved than EC3, in my opinion.
Wade Barrett.
Oh my god.
Wade Barrett.
Yeah, I do realize it's been like 50 minutes and all we did was just laugh and talk about football.
Yeah, well, that's all. Karen Morgan talk.
Booty prodigy. Booty prodigy. Prodigy.
Booty prodigy.
Instead of booty, what is Duty Bust doing in the episode? Duty Bust. Alright, I'm done. Who's next?
Okay. So everyone thinks everyone agrees that Low Key is probably the best that came from NXT winning.
Yes.
Alright, here's my topic. And I want to thank Hunter in the chat because I really wanted to bring this topic and we kind of touch on it, but we didn't talk too much.
I know what it is.
Yes. Now, what defines a good match? Spots or actual ring psychology?
I'd say a mixture of both, honestly.
Yeah,
Now,
I mean,
Because you can have
it
all the,
depends on who's in the ring.
you can have all the spots in the world, but if the people aren't relatable, then
all right. Well, I'm just.
Me, more importantly, is the ring psychology. You can have a match with no shots and still be a good match if the in-ring psychology's there. But if you have a spot that's with no psychology, it's really wrong.
see, the reason I have to agree or disagree with this, young blood, is because of two reasons. One has to do with the fucking Bray Wyatt Finn Balor match. Going into that match, it was pretty predictable that Balor was going to win. And the fact that WWE has been pretty much making Bray Wyatt a complete bitch for this whole entire run with the company literally made it to the point where even with all of his shenanigans that he does, that Bray Wyatt has just become a pretty unrelatable character.
Well, my take on. I feel like. All right, so look at.
You're related to a cult leader.
I didn't say that. I don't remember all that now. But look at Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose, SummerSlam 2016. People say that match was boring, it was terrible, it needed more this and that. But me and this guy named Hunter, who's a great guy, I like him. I say he should be a champion in Real Talk one day. He was. We said that that match was underrated, and I loved it because it didn't have any spots. It was just a wrestling match. Sometimes a spot is good, but I would just like to see people wrestle in the ring. The reason why AJ and Cena get so much praise is because it's just wrestling. No, oh my God, this and that, this and that. No spot monkeys. It's just wrestling at its best. And I like that's why I like to see. Oh my God, Karina Born's on TV again.
Okay, I gotta make a mention because the young like made a really good point about this though. Everyone in the industry does spots, but only people that really get criticized for it are the high flyers.
Well, see, I feel like Jeff Hardy has good matches without the spots.
So I have my next question. What is Gunter Havis doing in the impact zone?
A topic for another, but
You know what's really bad is that actually sounds like an Impact Wrestling name.
Dalik Mavis?
Dalik, oh my god.
Luigi
I don't know how to pronounce your last name, so I'm not going to try to make it look for you.
Diaspora.
Luigi Lee Sparrow.
Just call him Luigi. What's Luigi doing in the Impact Zone?
Eon Jedwards?
But no, because you're taking me that first letter.
But I mean, what do you guys think? Do wrestlers need to have spots to make the match good, or do they need to rely on making sure they have?
Like I said, it really depends on the wrestler, honestly.
So does Jeff Hardy need to have spots in his matches to be entertaining?
It helps his matches. It helps his matches, but if he has somebody else to carry him to fucking work with them to make it so he doesn't really need to do them.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I feel like there's too many spots in wrestling. Like every time I watch Raw or SmackDown, there's a suicide dive. There's a little there's just staying there. Like I think Jim Cornette touched on this. There's too many spots in wrestling, and Big Show said it himself. There's no storytelling. Like I watched Raw back in the days. And you probably, if you go on the network, you'll see a spot probably once a month on the Raw calendar. WWE right now, you see a spot every week, and then on the pay-per-view, they do a spot, and you should get a big pop. If I'm seeing you do the spot every week, why should I pop for it? If it was someone like The Undertaker, when he does his little spot at WrestleMania, he does it yearly, so that's what makes it more memorable. And that makes it more awesome. But nowadays,
I kind of have to agree with that because every time fucking Undertaker would literally do the fucking dive over the top rope, that is a quote. opponents, I would pop at that because that's something you hardly ever see Taker do.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. I feel like wrestlers nowadays they focus too much on doing the spots. I feel like there's no more ring psychology, and I'm glad that Hunter brought it up in the chat about Jeff. We had the Jeff Hardy and Miz debate that Jeff Hardy all he's known for is his spots, because that really touched me. Like, hey, Jeff put on some good matches about spots, and now I look at it, I'm like, well, he was mainly known for his TLC matches. So Hunter, that's probably where Hunter got his opinion on. So I'm glad. I just wanted to see what you guys think about spots versus wrestling psychology.
Personally, I don't care. I still love the whole spot shit. Honestly,
They rely on spots heavily, but they also do work some psychology in there.
I mean, this is why I think Hunter said that. I mean, I'm sorry. Let me take a moment, because I guess he's tired of me calling him lying. This is what Gunter
Granted, most of their psychology comes from their interactions outside the ring.
Gunter Havis. He said Finn and Bray had the best match at SummerSlam because it was wrestling psychology. Where I said the Usos versus New Day were the best match because of the spots. So I say spots are okay, but I feel like a wrestling psychology is what needs to be more presented.
But wouldn't it also be arguable to say that every match in history has had spots in it? It's just that the spots have evolved over the years.
Yo, did John did
That's
Hunter
true.
did Reaper just hit the blunt?
Hey, by the way, Reaper, did you see that picture I sent of you?
Yeah, I saw it.
It seems like, dude, that could be his profile picture.
Yo, this picture in the group talk is scaring me. I don't know. I might leave the chat because that picture is scary, low key.
But no, what I'm getting at with that booty daddy is this, okay?
Oh, I love the ring to that.
So back in the day, like in the early wrestling days and shit, when you had fucking God, what the fuck was his name? Why the hell am I having a brain fart? Who's the guy who keeps on claiming that we're gonna make Darren Young straight again? I mean, great again?
Bob Backlund?
Yeah, so his spot was.
Yo, you did that on purpose.
Whenever he did the fucking chicken wings fucking submission, like their finishers back in the day were their spots. Nowadays, you have people like fucking. I don't know, fucking the Young Bucks doing fucking super kick parties all over the place.
Okay, that's another thing. The spots, the finishers, I feel like they need to limit that.
Super kicks got the same treatment the DDT got.
Oh, by the way, Young Bucks
DDT was originally a big finisher.
The Young Bucks ruined super kicks for me, so I hate them forever.
That's okay.
Honestly, WWE ruined finishers for me because when I was watching wrestling growing up and shit, it was always you hit your finisher, it's done and over with. Now everybody kicks out of a finisher, and that's kind of ruins the finisher because it's like. But I want to say
wrong. Jinder Mahal hit his finisher. No one kicks out of that.
Okay, but people kick out of the face. People kick out of Orton or fucking Cena's AA all the time and shit. It's supposed to be a finisher.
Not Baron Corbin.
That means you hit your finisher, the match is done and over. That's pretty much what it should mean.
I want to make the point here in defense of spots. Yeah, I look at the older wrestling, like where it's the territory style stuff, or even as early as the Hogan era. And to be honest, it bores me. There's no high energy whatsoever, and there is no what we would consider spots.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the Hogan era. That was. I feel like if the Hogan era was in WWE today, I feel like TNA will win the war.
Honestly, I feel that wrestling hasn't been the same since Karen Borbin came to the Impact Zone.
I thought he was gonna say when Chris Benoit died. To be honest, I wasn't ready for that.
No, he's not being true. By the way, for your hatred of the Young Bucks, go ahead, Benoit yourself, and Benoit will lead you while you're at it.
Oh no, this is one thing I actually have to agree with Malik on.
Who Malik? I mean,
If it's any consolation, I hate the Revival more.
Okay, if you could say anything to the Revival, what would you say to them?
Fuck them.
Nah, okay. Dude, did we just become best friends?
Yep.
Okay, who's next?
It is Luigi.
That's me?
Yes.
Luigi Lastrada.
So, the Royal Rumble.
Oh boy.
It is such a magnificent event. Filled with,
Roman Reigns.
good matches. Roman Reigns. Fuck Roman Reigns. It's filled with, and the one thing that I love is the surprise entrance. Now, granted, 2017 didn't have surprises.
Jack Gallagher?
Other than Ty Dillinger.
Jack Gallagher?
That wasn't really a surprise.
I thought Jack Gallagher was a surprise. He was a cruiserweight.
Think about it. Ty Dillinger, everyone even knew what number he would come in at.
I think the only surprise was Jack Gallagher and Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, fuck Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was a bad surprise, so I don't like to think about it. And that's where I was coming up at. So...
We're going to talk about the Roman Reigns thing again?
No.
Oh.
Name the one Royal Rumble winner that shouldn't have won the year that they won it.
Whoa.
Roman Reigns.
Alright.
No, actually, I have a different answer.
Yeah, let's not pick the Roman Reigns one just because we all hate him. Let's do like a real one.
Sheamus. Thank you! That was the one that I was gonna pick. Because Jericho should have won that damn Rumble. Thank you! Jericho should have won that damn Rumble.
Oh, fun fact, Jericho was supposed to win it, but Vince changed it last minute because he thought it would be too predictable.
I don't care if it was too predictable. Yeah, like Ty Dillinger coming in at 10. That was ungodly predictable, but it was needed to have him because it was a good idea. Sometimes it's predictable doesn't mean it's a bad idea. Look, Jericho not winning the Royal Rumble killed all the momentum he had. And what did Sheamus do after that Rumble? 18 seconds.
Okay,
Exactly.
but alright, when you say it like that, I think you need to talk about the positive outcomes. Daniel Bryan got over with that match, so I wouldn't say nothing negative about it. Because if it wasn't,
I'm not talking about Daniel Bryan. I'm talking about the winner.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for Sheamus winning that Rumble,
No, we're not talking about all that. You realize Jericho could have beat him in 18 seconds, right? We're just talking.
Jericho would have beat Punk in 18 seconds.
We're just talking about the Royal Rumble winner.
Okay. So just the winner. I pick Alberto Del Rio, 2011.
Okay, I hear you to like fuck Del Rio.
And it's not because, my partner hates Del Rio for some odd reason. I honestly
What odd reason? It's blatantly obvious.
Because he has Paige. Okay.
Because he ruined Paige.
It's not his fault that he picked up the book and he turned the page on her. Yay! I'm 4-1. But yeah, I just felt like they're real. It should have been someone other than Del Rio to win that Royal Rumble. I just felt like he was.
Honestly, I would have to go with Batista in 2014.
Oh, you mean Batista? I wanted him to win that one.
Okay, I say this all the time, and me and Youngblood.
Honestly, Roman Reigns should have won in 2014.
Okay, now you go Benoit yourself.
No, that's when people wanted him to win. Everybody almost everybody in that match was rooting for Roman Reigns to
only because they eliminated Debray so early.
No. That first of all, that was 2015, and the crowd was booing the match, and they booed Roman.
No, it was 2014.
No, look.
Batista won in 2014, and they were all calling for Reigns. 2015, they hated Reigns for winning because they missed their opportunity to push him when the fans wanted him to be pushed.
No, Reaper, this is what I hate. I mean, not like hate, but people misinterpret it. The reason why people were chanting for Roman is because they didn't want to see Batista win. Just like how Rusev was there, they were chanting for Rusev because they didn't want to see Roman to win. So it literally could have been Santino Marella. The crowd would have chanted for Santino, and not.
I would root for Santino. Remember that time?
Oh my God, he crossed his heart, hope to die. Cobra.
Santino almost won the Elimination Chamber. I was seriously getting hyped.
Okay, that's a different story now. But
and another reason why Alberto Del Rio ended up being, now you couldn't have known this at the time, but I would have much rather somebody better to have Edge's last match against.
Oh yeah, fuck Del Rio.
Yeah, so, but the Batista thing, me and Youngblood say it all the time. I had no problem with Batista versus Randy Orton. You could have actually made a story with that.
Like, seriously, I wanted that story.
I didn't.
I hated
No, you just hate Daniel Bryan, you cunt.
I don't like Daniel Bryan, that's true. Not a big fan.
You're not a big fan of the bearded people?
You mean the goat?
No. Oh my gosh, so when I started, my dad does not watch wrestling. He sometimes watches it every now and then with me, and will go to an event with me. But yeah, so he has no idea about the whole goat face thing. He sees Daniel Bryan and he says, that guy looks like a goat, and I'm like,
Look, Sheamus should not have won that year. He could have... the Jericho-Punk feud would have benefited a whole lot more if Jericho won the Rumble. But since, because Jericho, literally, every week he'd not say anything, and he'd, just hype up and then the last week he was like, I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. And then all of a sudden, bam, he doesn't win. That just kills all of his momentum. Sheamus did not need that at all, because then, hey, Sheamus wins in 18 seconds, everyone hates him. Because one, he beat Jericho, two, he beat Bryan. So it makes no sense.
Oh, and does anyone actually remember anything about that reign besides the way he won it?
Who, Sheamus?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember. He fought Del Rio 5 pay-per-views in a row. God dang it. Oh, yeah. Like, seriously. They, out of everything, Del Rio versus Sheamus, 5 pay-per-views in a row? Who thought that was a good idea? I honestly thought Del Rio was going to win one of those matches so they can stop the feud. And I remember him losing it to Big Show. So, yeah, I remember Sheamus' title run.
Not fondly.
Yeah, but, so, Reaper picks the 2014 Royal Rumble. He thinks that Roman should have won. You guys thought Jericho should have won the 2012. I thought Del Rio should not won the 2011 Royal Rumble.
Who do you think should have won it?
Honestly, if I was to look at it and plan it out, I would have Christian win it so he could face Edge at WrestleMania.
Of course you would.
No, like not to be. Look, my religion. I'm a Christian. I'm sorry.
Are you a Christian Cage?
Yeah,
I'd appreciate if you didn't push your religion on me, Booty Daddy.
Well, I'm sorry, dude. I'm a Christian, and this podcast is a Christian podcast. Now,
I think this podcast is rated R.
Now, just close your eyes, because you can see if you just close your eyes.
I had that as my ringtone for a while, and it went off in class. And so all I can think is, I wish I could just close my eyes.
Yeah, it's a good song. But look at it. Christian versus Edge, WrestleMania. Story writes for itself, people.
Yeah,
but they weren't gonna give.
Why would I want to see?
Win to
Why would I want to see Christian versus Edge when I could see Christian versus Karen Morvan?
Uh,
But yeah, they weren't gonna give Christian that push.
hey, I like I said, who I would like to see. Honestly, looking
Yeah,
at
but
the,
no one knew that would have been Edge's last match.
I know, but I'm just, if it wasn't for the whole Brodus Clay spear, but honestly, looking at it, if I was to book Edge versus someone at the at the WrestleMania for the world title, the only person that will make sense for him to face would be Christian. Because on SmackDown, there was like, you just got Dolph Ziggler off of SmackDown. I honestly feel like Del Rio, it was too soon for Del Rio to be pushed so far. He should have just went for the IC title against Kofi Kingston.
Honestly, I'm going to argue with that and say I've always envisioned Edge's last match being in a tag team match against the fucking Hardys or the fucking Dudley Boys, and just having it be a mutual retirement match between both or all three parties.
You know, one person who I don't have a particular year he should have won, but one person who should have won the Rumble is John Morrison. Kofi Kingston as well, because of their amazing, off of one of their amazing saves.
Yeah, but they're not big sweaty men, so they're not gonna give them the title, the Rumble win.
Morrison kind of is.
No, not really.
I mean, if you think Morrison was a cruiserweight back in the days, so.
No, he is.
I mean, he was in the SVR games. He was always labeled as a cruiserweight. So sorry. But anyways, we done Royal Rumble. Youngblood.
Oh, he's too bad.
Can you please leave so we can talk about real stuff now?
Alright, my first topic. Who is the greatest sports entertainment superstar? Well, always you have to talk about who's the best wrestler. Who is the best entertainment superstar?
Like entertaining wise?
I mean like sports entertainment. So
The Rock.
Okay, I'm not agree with that.
Rock is so cold, honestly.
John Cena.
All right, get the fuck out.
Come on. How do you... John Cena is sports entertainment.
Santino Marella. I'm just playing. Honestly, if we're just talking about sports entertainment, entertaining wise, Rock and Austin are the only two people that come to my mind. Cena right now, I can see, but overall,
I don't mean like as an entertainment cue, I mean as fitting the mold of sports entertainment.
The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock I could see as a second. Honestly, my top three would go Cena, The Rock, and even though I hate him, Hulk Hogan.
You hate Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, I'm just not a real man.
Now let me tell you something. I mean, brother. I'm sorry. How can nobody pause for that joke? I think that'd be funny. Let me tell you something. I mean, brother. I think that's hilarious. Nobody gets that joke. Yeah, I'm glad. So no one laughs at that joke. I think that joke is hilarious.
Hulk Hogan, we
Hilarious.
for you, brother.
Hilarious is a stretch. Oh my gosh, hey guys. So, remember how I propped up Providence with Cassius Ohno?
Yeah.
Cassius just liked that reply, meaning he's checking out Providence.
Yes. The boy is finally going to get the push. All right.
yeah.
So,
Okay, so is that my turn again?
yeah, that was a quick topic. Wow, that was anticlimactic. Okay, Reaper.
Okay, so what is one feud that they teased for a long time, but they never really did anything with that you were looking forward to?
Teased?
Like for example, fucking the whole Miz and fucking Alex Riley thing only lasted about 2 weeks and shit, but they were teasing the breakup for a long ass period of time.
Does Miz and Ty Dillinger count? Because that Twitter feud is brutal.
Yeah, I was thinking about Miz, Ty Dillinger. Got a couple more.
Like they've shown like something that they've shown on screen or on Twitter or whatever, teasing a matchup between superstars, but they never pulled the trigger.
Currently being teased.
They can be current or past.
I mean, like it still probably will happen, but it's not a guarantee. The reason why I'm asking about Gargano Ciampa. Would you consider that one fitting? If so, that's my pick.
Shield versus Club.
They haven't really teased that though.
I mean, they showed them at Tribute to the Troops, and they were saying that they're the best tag team, and the Shield was like, nah, we're the best tag team.
I am the tag team champion.
No. Really, Prodigy?
Honestly, currently, I would have to go with Cody Rhodes versus the Revival.
I think we were talking about WWE.
Fuck the Revival.
What's the story between that? I really want to know.
I would say Conor McGregor versus the WWE roster. Because McGregor thinks that he can hang with them, but he really can't.
Yeah, he couldn't even hang with Floyd. All right, so my turn.
Yep.
Okay. Now, did Vince McMahon purposely sabotage SmackDown Live this year?
But it's not him. It was Road Dogg.
That's the thing.
Road Dogg wasn't a part of SmackDown at the time.
Exactly. Look at it. SmackDown Live. Now, the first week of the brand split, Raw won, obviously. But SmackDown, week by week, the show got better and better and better to the point where it's arguable that SmackDown Live was probably better than shows like The Flash and all that. Like, the overall, you could arguably say that SmackDown Live...
So you're basically saying Vince McMahon purposely fired the NXT writer and hired Road Dogg just to sabotage SmackDown?
I'm saying that I feel like Vince McMahon saw that SmackDown was way better than Raw, and he decided to make sure that Raw was doing good. So he got the NXT writer. He probably put him on Raw. Or if you say he got fired, he probably got rid of that NXT.
He fired him from SmackDown and then rehired him to Raw.
Okay, so basically, Vince put the NXT writer to Raw. He took SmackDown's best stars, put them on Raw, and now he got Road Dogg to book SmackDown. And as you can see,
I honestly would have to say no, considering the fact that either way, he's making money no matter what show happens to be good or bad at the time. Plus the fact that he's supposed to be appearing on SmackDown next week. If he didn't give two shits about his SmackDown, why the hell would he even bother to appear?
Because it's doing that bad, and they need, to make,
I'm gonna... Yeah, he did it.
But that's the point, though. If it's doing bad and he's the one who caused it to be bad, why would he care about appearing on the show?
This takes a little bit of a after answer. Do I think he purposely sabotaged SmackDown? No. Do I think he's purposely screwed over some NXT talent out of bitterness that it wasn't his own thing? Yes.
Are you talking about with Tyler Breeze? The Tyler Breeze incident?
Tyler Breeze will be one of them. Bo Dallas,
Ty Dillinger, Sami Zayn,
I mean, I'm just saying, me personally, looking at SmackDown, it hasn't been the same. The vibe doesn't feel there. Like, it feels like they just doing SmackDown just to do it.
Honestly, I have to disagree with that, considering the fact that two of my favorite story things are happening on SmackDown Live, which is the Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon thing and the Fashion Police.
Okay. Did we see the Fashion Police on SmackDown?
We don't need to see them. But that's the point. It's so good that we don't need to see them every week. I'm going to make the argument that if they show the Fashion Police every week, it'll run still. The fact that they actually do it every other week makes it keeps it fresh.
All right. When's the last time Breezango wrestled?
Nobody cares about them wrestling. They care about the Fashion Police shit. They could literally not wrestle. They could literally not wrestle another match and just keep doing the Fashion Police gimmick, and I would continue to love the fuck out of it.
Okay, you're by yourself on that one. I want to see Tyler Breeze wrestle.
I have to agree.
I want to see Tyler Breeze wrestle, and Fandango is underrated.
I like both.
Why not? Why not both? And you can play as both of them in 2K18. Did you know that, Youngblood?
I did.
WWE 2K18.
That was pretty cool to see in 2K18.
Honestly, I'm going to make the argument that even without wrestling a match in a while, he's the most over tag team in WWE.
The Hardy Boys.
No. The only team that might be over as much would be the Shield-esque.
The Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins and the Usos.
The Hardy Boys.
Nah. Hardy Boys, when they first came up, absolutely.
I mean, the crowd still pops for the Hardy Boys. Prodigy, what do you think? Do you think Vince McMahon sabotaged SmackDown?
He said he'd be right back.
Oh, now he said he'd be right back? Are you kidding me?
No, that was like a long time. That was
Yeah.
a while back.
Actually, it's pronounced
Right back.
or the only thing that me, Hunter, and Malik would be able to relate to, Team 4-Star Vegeta, I'm about to rock you.
Like a
hurricane.
I knew that was a one-hit wonder.
Like Barina Corbin.
Oh, my God.
Karen Borvin.
Okay, so, Prodigy, before we go to your turn, do you agree with me? Do you think Vince McMahon sabotaged SmackDown?
Are we recording?
Yes.
We are recording. Alright. No. I don't, it's...
Looking for new tag team partners on Craigslist, by the way.
There's just no... There's no way.
Jinder Mahal.
Sense for him to fucking sabotage SmackDown considering
John Morrison's wife is hot.
Look,
Or fiance, rather.
I mean, I'm not saying he's sabotaging to the point where it's like, oh, I can barely watch SmackDown. I'm saying he's sabotaging to make sure Raw is better than SmackDown. I mean, look, The Miz.
No, because it all makes him money. I don't think he really cares which side does better as long as he's making cash.
The Miz,
Only
the hottest.
exception will be
The Miz, the
NXT
hottest thing on
because
SmackDown, went to Raw. Dean Ambrose, the first SmackDown draft pick, went to Raw. Bray Wyatt went to Raw. I mean, Mickey James.
Going to Raw. Just makes sense if they want to do a Shield reunion, which they end up doing. No way.
I mean, me personally, I'm more upset that the IC title went to Raw. I wish the IC title stayed on SmackDown.
I'm okay if the YC title went to Raw, only because like the Miz went with it. And y'all know I'm just a fan.
If the Miz stayed on SmackDown, he would have been a world champion by now.
Fair enough, he might be. I mean, with your choice is Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal is WWE champion. I'm saying he
Honestly,
sabotaged it.
I'm still arguing the fact that Jinder's run isn't bad due to Jinder. It's bad due to the fuck of who the hell's in the mid-card scene. Because how the hell are you supposed to fucking cheer for Jinder as world champion when you have people like fucking AJ Styles, Kevin
Well, we're not
Owens?
supposed to cheer for Jinder anyway.
I know, but that's the point. How the hell are you supposed to cheer for him when you know for a fact that you have people like fucking AJ Styles and Kevin Owens in the mid card scene? Nobody's gonna give a fuck about Jinder Mahal.
Who else was on SmackDown Tuesday for the second straight week? Bobby Roode.
Who was?
Bobby Roode wasn't on SmackDown for the second straight week.
They're preparing something for him.
Oh, by the way, wait.
Actually, I know the reason why he's not on SmackDown. It's because he's actually supposed to finish up his feud with McIntyre in NXT before he makes his.
Wait, Bobby Roode was on SmackDown last week against Mike Kanellis, right?
No, that was the week before. Right? No, Mike Kanellis? No, I don't think so.
Mike Kanellis has the greatest love I've ever known.
And is burning up in your love.
But no, Bobby Roode's supposed to finish up his feud with fucking McIntyre.
Yeah, his NXT farewell tour. Just like Ty.
I'm against him just dropping a feud like that. But in this case, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind it. Just like I want to hurry and get on with the kingdom.
Alright. My former best friend, Prodigy, is your turn.
Okay. So, we've had, in terms of eras, right? We've, in terms of the mainstream, the poster boy, quote, you had Hulk Hogan in the 80s, you had Rock and Austin in the 90s. Shawn Michaels in the late 80s, early 90s. You had Rock and Austin in the late 90s, early 2000s. And then you've had Cena for the later part of 15 years.
Oh, dang. That's depressing.
Now, here's the thing.
And then you have the new up-and-comer Karen Corbin.
So the question is, the next poster boy,
Roman Reigns.
Can I finish my fucking sentence?
Oh, I'm sorry, Conor McGregor.
Thank you. The next poster boy of the WWE. And if you look at each of the poster boys in the past, none of them were shoved down our throats. Okay.
Cena wasn't shoved down those?
No, because he actually spent 3 years in the lower mid card and worked his way up to the main card. Same with The Rock, same with Austin, same with Shawn.
Okay, if we're gonna exclude Roman Reigns, I'm gonna go with fucking Braun Strowman.
Hold on. None of y'all are letting me finish my fucking sentence.
Oh my God. Well, the thing is, we're not finished with you yet, though.
The next poster boy of the WWE. Who is he? And is he in the WWE already, or is he not?
Oh, I see what you did there.
Thank you.
Like I said, yes.
Finishing my fucking sentence.
No.
Like I said, yes. Like I said, yes, and it's Braun Strowman.
Why? I'm just curious.
Because, okay, so when Braun first came, I think it was 2014, 2013 or so. He
2015.
He started off as one of
He started
off as one of Adam Rose's rosebuds.
Oh yeah, I
made
did that.
his debut with the Wyatt family. He was literally fat as shit. Nobody gave two fucks about him. Everybody wanted to see him off of their television, and slowly but surely he's turned from that to somebody that people can't wait to see every week because he's such a badass. If they keep doing this route with him and doing it properly, he's going to be one of, if not the most over superstar WWE has, and they'll have no choice but to keep pushing him as the quote-unquote either top face or top heel of the company.
Okay.
No, it is not. And I'm to say it's going to be King of Pro South.
I thought this was supposed to be a serious topic.
This was.
Well, I'm trying to think of someone who's young.
Okay, so if we're talking about people that are in WWE, yes, I'm going to go Sean Christopher, but I'm curious, who in WWE do you think it is?
Okay, in WWE, what about a nice secondary vote outside WWE, which was also outside WWE, which was Kenny Omega. Even if for only a few years, I could see him being it. Alright, and inside WWE, someone else answer. I'm gonna think on it.
I'm gonna argue Sami Zayn.
Look, I fucking wish, but
I mean, look.
I fucking wish, but no.
I mean, I just out of every face, I feel like Sami Zayn's the only natural face you just love to cheer.
Lobo.
What's a Lobo?
No, but it sounds like someone's brushing their teeth in a podcast every episode.
Sounds like a Sami Zayn hater, and we don't like his kind around here.
We don't like your kind around here.
We're coming for you, brother. But yeah, I say Sami Zayn. I think he's I can see.
If you would have asked me this question a year ago, I probably would have agreed with you.
I mean, look at it. I mean, there's always time to grow. Maybe Finn Balor.
Alright, I've got my answer. I'm picking Finn Balor.
You're welcome.
If I had to make a second choice, I would go with Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins is another good one, but
I mean,
I think he's already had some run as a poster.
But honestly, I don't think the person, the new face is in the WWE at the moment.
Is he in the Impact Zone?
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Corbin, yeah. But actually, I don't think the next poster boy is even known yet.
So you're saying Sean Christopher as well?
Yeah, low key, Sean Christopher Bradley II.
Is that what you're saying, Prodigy?
Yep.
So are we just gonna turn this Sean Christopher Bradley thing into the whole stick to where everybody likes him, and then because of that I'm just required to hate him because that's how I am as a wrestling fan?
Yeah, basically it seems.
I mean, I support it. I hope it comes true. I will love it, but
look, I'd rather see Christopher in the Impact Zone.
This is hilarious. All right, Youngblood, your topic.
All right.
And why?
Here's why.
No, shut your mouth. Here's why.
Why? Here's why. Alright, this is. I feel like Prodigy's gonna have to take a step back and not be able to answer because he's a lame ass that doesn't pay attention to the other parts of the industry. Who are the top 10 wrestlers that aren't in WWE right now?
Karina Morin?
Warren Barron.
Does this just go for wrestling skill or overall?
Your own opinion, top 10.
I'm surprised you didn't talk about the Sexy Star incident yet.
Okay, so if I'm gonna go with If I'm gonna go with the top 10, first I'm gonna put Kenny Omega. Second, I'm gonna go with the Young Bucks, both of them as a tag team. Third, EC3.
My brother.
Fourth, gonna go with Okada. Fifth, Eli Drake.
Nope, you said his name wrong. Eli Drake.
Yeah, whatever.
Hmm.
Honestly, those are the only 5 that come to mind for people that I really like outside of.
All right, let me show you how you do a top 10, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, it's your boy, the BBBD, Big Bad Booty Daddy. And I want to show you how to do a top 10 on who is the best outside WWE and why I'm doing this.
Here's why.
Here's why. Number 1, Shawn Christopher. That's done. Number 2, Kenny Omega. Number 3, Okada. Number 4, Jay Lethal. Number 5. Here he is. It's him. It's EC3. So far, for what I'm seeing in his progress, EC3 is good right now. 6. Does NXT count or no?
No, it counts. I mean, it counts as WWE.
Okay, yo, who's that guy in the Briscoe brothers?
Jay Briscoe?
Yeah, I think that's it. The one with the big rough beard that was a Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. That him, yeah. He looks good. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Martin Kirby. Let's see. I need 3 more names. I'm trying to think outside of WWE. Dang, it's hard.
Cody Rhodes.
It's really not hard for me.
Wait,
Maybe because I'm cultured.
you know, yeah, Cody Rhodes. Yeah, Cody Rhodes. I forgot. I keep thinking I wasn't gonna do it. That was outside WWE. I only count EC3 because I don't think he's canon in WWE. But Cody Rhodes is one. If I count Cody Rhodes, I gotta count my
Cody
boy.
Rhodes is in my list as well, so even aren't in WWE right now.
Honestly, the reason why I only picked 5 was because literally 4 out of my top 10 returned or debuted in WWE, which was fucking Adam Cole and
Oh yeah. Adam Cole would have been on this list.
and Drew McIntyre would have been on my list, but he
Dang.
came back to NXT.
You know what? I'm gonna say Billy Gunn.
It's
Just-
obviously Kevin Nash.
No. It's actually X-Pac.
Karen Corbin.
It's actually Road Dogg.
Whenever I get my list, I'm going to give it to y'all in a way that top 10 lists are supposed to go. Beginning with number 10.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't think we would have to have an order. I just thought we were doing this.
Look at this guy. Isn't he cultured?
I am. I just said I was.
Oh, great. Live the gimmick, kid.
I do.
There's a fat chick in this Mae Young Classic?
Hey,
Piper alone.
What about Piper and Niven?
Hey. This ain't Mean Girls, girl. You gotta go. Get off my TV. And get into my bedroom.
hey Malik, do you also want to explore Piper's pits?
What? Oh,
On that one. I'll do that free of charge.
low key, Jake the Snake. He's a great promo talker.
Okay, so my brother got slapped in the face the other day. He literally walked up to a girl and said, "I don't know much about baking, but I'm pretty sure you can make my banana cream pie."
Nice.
Your brother's a
All right.
legend.
So,
Before you go on, I just want to quickly say something. So you know how Dolph Ziggler came out and he was, doing like a whole bunch of weird gimmicks?
That was amazing.
Okay, what if he comes out with CM Punk's theme?
I feel
Then we
like
hate him.
I would actually like it, to be honest. I think I would cheer for it.
We firmly and politely. I'm gonna go with the Hank Hill line. We firmly and politely asked him to leave.
All right, coming in at number 10, Michael Elgin. Number 9, Eli Drake. Number 8, The Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. Number 7, Jay Lee.
Oh, I forgot about Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed none of you other, but I understand I'm the only cultured person. Number 6, War Machine. Number 5, Tetsuya Naito. Yeah, I have no idea how to say his first name. I'm not gonna. The Young Bucks at number 4. Now for the top 3. We have Cody Rhodes at number 3. The American Nightmare. Wow, WWE, you fucked up. Number 2. Okada at number 1. The Cleaner, Kenny Omega.
Who's that? I never heard of that guy. Does he watch my table when I go to restaurants?
Sometimes.
Alright. Prodigy. Booty Prodigy. What you got? What you got? Top 10. Make it Ben 10.
But not the shitty Ben 10.
Okay, no, we're talking about the classic Ben 10.
Yeah, don't make it the shitty Ben 10.
Well, actually, I would like to argue that Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Force was a good show. When Ben was a teenager, that was a good show.
It's definitely not, it's not as good as the original, though.
Okay, I mean, if we're being technical, the first one is always the best. But I have to say the Teenage Ben 10 was pretty good.
Alright, so, 10.
Original theme, I didn't.
10. So, number 10, I go with Cody Rhodes at number 10. Number 9, I go Young Bucks. Number 8, I go the Reaper, Real Talk. Number 7, I go Youngblood. Number 6, I put the Enigma. Number 5, I put the Prodigal Son of Real Talk. Number 4, the Brit with all the motherfucking wit. Number 3, Booty Daddy. Big Bad Booty Daddy. Number 2, Providence. And number 1, Sean Christopher Bradley II.
I feel some type of way that I'm number 3, but okay. Oh, I got that Marvel shirt.
Oh, you should feel proud. You should feel proud, Malik. I would have put you lower on my list.
I know.
I would have put him lower, but for what sake? Freaking Enigma over the tag team champs.
Question: where was Booty Does on this list?
No.
I am the tag team champions.
No, I'm the tag team champions. That generally was one of the funniest things ever. Like, seriously, that was some funny shit.
Okay, so is it my turn?
Yeah, it's our last round of questions, correct?
Yes. The final countdown.
Do.
Dun. Yo, y'all gotta continue this. Alright, redo this. It's the final countdown.
No,
alright, we messing up. Okay, look. This is how it goes. The final countdown. John. Hunter. Luigi. Me. And then we all do. Okay, we got it?
Yeah, no,
All right,
sorry.
Now know your role, and shut your mouth. Alright. It's the final countdown.
10.
The final countdown.
Yeah, you kind of killed it at this point, trying to make it all straight. Shit.
I didn't make it straight. We had a perfect rhythm. It would have been glorious. It's the final reaper. Oh my God, she is shaking her booty.
Right, Tony
Okay,
Stark.
so-
Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got my last topic.
Did she win the match?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, I got my last topic.
Of
So
course, the
out
black
of
chick
these,
doesn't win.
what's up?
Oh no, I was saying the black girl didn't win, of course.
Alright, so out of these 3 wrestlers, 2 of them are no longer with the company. One of them is with the company, but seems to be doing jack shit right now. Who do you think WWE has fucked up with more? CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, they didn't really fuck up CM Punk. They gave him, the summer of Punk. Just towards the end of it, they fucked him over. And you said who? Ziggler or Cody? Cody over Ziggler, because at least Ziggler got a chance, multiple chances. Cody never got any chances.
Yeah, it's easily Cody. Cody by far, because Cody's a better talent than Ziggler anyways.
I would actually have to disagree with you on Cody being a better talent. I would have to agree with the fact of Cody being the one they fucked up with more, considering the fact that they never gave him a chance to shine. But I don't know.
I can say he's a better talent. Dolph Ziggler's had how many chances to shine, and just hasn't really done it.
That's double. All right, no. First of all, I'm gonna argue because as you can clearly see, sorry, wrong camera. I'm representing my Dolph Ziggler shirt. I still love Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah,
I blame WWE. Wait, what you just said?
I actually like Dolph Ziggler too.
Thank you.
And
I
honestly feel outside of WWE, Ziggler would probably be doing the same shit that Cody is doing right now.
That's my issue with him, is that he constantly complains. And everyone knows that if he leaves the company, he'll soar. But he's afraid to take that risk.
No, I just feel he's loyal towards the company and feels like he can actually do some good.
It's not loyalty if you're complaining about your position.
All right. First of all, I'm glad John said that. I mean, Reaper said that, because that's what I was thinking. I was depressed. I'm not gonna use mine.
Like Kane is loyal. Kane's
all right, you can't argue. Kane is loyal to the core, but loyal. All right, let me ask you a question. Hunter, Youngblood, what defines a traitor? Someone who thinks of the act or someone who does the act?
I consider the act of talk bad about your company.
Alright,
yeah.
So let me ask again. What defines a traitor? Someone who does the act or someone who thinks of it?
I mean, it really depends, because, if you think about it, you
honestly,
don't really have to say it, so meaning...
I'm going to have to go with who does the act, because I talk shit on my construction company all the time, but it makes me money, so I keep doing it.
I hate my job, but...
I fucking hate Southeastern.
I hate my job, but I keep going into work every day.
As someone who is having to file because of that time, medically unable to work, fuck you guys.
Oh, by the way, they offered me overtime, and I wanted to do it, but they told me to come in at 1 p.m. I can't do that. I'm sorry, honey.
Hunter, not gonna lie, I'm actually medically unable to work as well. If it's like an office job, that's why I have to do outside work.
For me, I could probably do an office job.
Alright, but speaking of jobs, because Dolph Ziggler jobs a lot, the thing is,
Remember,
I have to say,
everyone jobs to the rock.
I think WWE messed up with Punk because when Prodigy asked who's the face of WWE besides Cena, Punk could have been the face of WWE. So
You
I
make a
say,
good point.
Punk could have been the face.
That's the thing. I mean, I was immediately going to jump to Punk, but then I heard Cody, and it really shows just how much they fucked up
All right.
with the fact of how much he soared out.
All right, look, Cody Rhodes is amazing. With that gimmick, Cody Rhodes could have been Wait, she was trained by Great Khali.
Poster boy.
If Cody was to stay with that gimmick, I say he would be in the. If he was on, he would probably be in the IC Universal Title range. Honestly,
I think he would be the poster boy if he had the American Nightmare.
I don't think he would be the face of WWE. I'm not even gonna lie I'm not gonna lie to myself. I think Cody Rhodes, the highest Cody Rhodes was to get.
By the way, my next topic I could do with Cody, so.
Cool. Honestly, the highest I can see Cody is probably getting a chance at the title. I mean, Jinder Mahal won the WWE title, so yeah, I would love to see Cody win the WWE title. But honestly, looking at it, I just see Cody challenging and maybe get a shot at the WWE title. Maybe he'll win it, but it wouldn't be a long run. Because I just feel like Cody would be better suited as an IC champion.
Okay, so honestly, to answer my own question, I'm gonna have to go with Punk.
Thank you. Ziggler has a chance. I still believe that WWE can do right.
Ziggler has no chance. He's leaving.
Look, I know, which is why I bought the Dolph Ziggler shirt, because I can feel in my body he's gonna leave, and
I hope he does.
and you can probably hear the sound of my voice, but it's really depressing that he's gonna be leaving on my birth month, because last year in October 9th, in his career versus title match, all I wanted for my birthday was the Dolph to win.
Is a big booty hoe.
Now, actually, I wanted Dolph to win for my birthday. If Dolph would have won the IC title match, Dolph Ziggler's career was more important than the big booty hoe.
Shame.
I wanted Dolph to win. God dang it, can I finish my sorry story? But anyways, like I was saying, I wanted Dolph to win the title on my birthday, and he won it. So I automatically assumed that Dolph Ziggler, he's going to be IC champion for a while, drop it, and go to the world title scene. That clearly did not happen. What's sad is Dolph might leave in October, which is around my, on my birth month. So it's the
Happy
person.
birthday.
Nah, he'll.
Hold on, wait. The thing is with
start it back up.
shut your fucking mouth. The thing with Dolph Ziggler is, I still feel like there's hope for him. WWE needs to realize that Dolph Ziggler is a valuable talent, and he can be a face of the company. He could have a good.
Yeah, I mean, he was already John Cena's face.
I hate you
I'm
so
going
much.
to disagree with that, Malik, considering the fact
Who
that Dolph
Malik?
Ziggler had it. You're Malik. Shut up. We're not doing gimmicks right now.
I would love for you to call me Booty Daddy. I will not respond until you call me Booty Daddy or Big Bad Booty Daddy.
I will never call you Daddy.
You just
You
did.
are out of your goddamn mind.
Hey, Booty Mommy, what's up?
Okay, Duty Baddie.
What's up, dude? What's up, dude?
I'm not in TNA, but I will allow this.
What's up, Booty
Okay, so I'm going to argue the fact that Ziggler had his chance to be the face of the company, but it got fucked up when he got his concussion and had to drop the
All right,
world
but that's
title.
not his fault. Jack Swagger. So then blame Jack Swagger.
No, I blame Del Rio.
Del Rio
I
didn't
blame
cause
Del Rio
it.
for
Del Rio didn't cause the concussion. Swagger did.
everything's Del
Bret
Rio's
Hart.
fault.
Oh
Okay,
my
can I
God.
blame
Seth Rollins.
Can I blame Ryback?
Well, let me guess. Because he invented concussion.
Yeah.
Hey,
Ryback
Bret
can-
Hart plays Seth Rollins.
Well, Bret Hart's a little bitch, so.
Bret Hart's a little.
Oh, by the way, who's better, Owen or Brad? Because I told my coworker that Owen was better than Brad, and he was like, "You crazy."
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Owen is better than Brett for one reason. Owen knows how to take a fall.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, that was darker than the Ben Wyatt clock jokes.
You know, when I see Brett, I got bored. But, you know, looking at Owens and Work, I don't like to say this man. I'm falling for this man. Okay.
Oh my god.
Look, I'd lie if I said when I was growing up I didn't fall for Owen.
Oh my god. What's Owen's favorite season? Fall.
I'm really dumbass. You know what popped in my head?
What?
It's not even a fucking season. I
Alright.
guess I was.
So, Prodigy, what do you have to say? Do you think who is a wasted opportunity? Punk, Brian, or Cody? Did I say Punk, Ziggler, Cody?
I already said that.
Who you said? Punk?
No, Cody.
Oh. Okay.
Okay,
Look, I love Cody,
okay,
but he's
so-
overrated right now.
He's first.
Youngblood, what is Owen Hart's favorite song?
What?
Free Fallin' by Tom Petty.
Oh, and by the way, we haven't said this, and we speak Owen. Fuck his wife.
I mean, I would love to.
You cannot pay me enough money to do that.
If you paid me enough money, I would hate it. I would do like BSM, just beat the crap out of her.
Okay.
Next topic. Does Vince McMahon really like big sweaty men?
Yeah.
Well, technically, that's close to my topic. My topic is, does WWE really listen to the fans?
No.
Not all the time.
I'm going to argue...
There's very few occasions. There's
I'd
very,
say
very
20 to
few
30%.
occasions that they do. Like Daniel Bryan. And
Yeah, that was a dumb decision.
you know what? Go shut your fucking
Yo.
mouth. I didn't ask.
Reaper, release this man. No, I'm not going to tolerate this no more. This man needs to leave this company right now. Now, as I was...
Do you really want him to do that? He might have better success outside of the company, and then everybody else will end up liking other places instead of here.
Hey, if it means no more damn Brian hate, I'm fine with it. But anyways, I'm going to
Okay,
argue...
to side with Youngblood here, outside of fucking the Yes gimmick, Daniel Bryan really wasn't that good in WWE.
I'm going to argue, first of all, before I get to my topic, I'm going to argue you're lying to yourself. Daniel Bryan was clearly the most entertaining guy in WWE. When he was U.S. champion, was
Other
entertaining.
than The Miz, and about 99% of the rest.
Oh my god, he's ugly. Yeah, alright, you was gone for like a second, dude.
Yep. And
I
now
know,
I'm back.
I released him from his contract for about 1 second, and then I redid his contract to where only he can release himself.
Oh, you can kiss me anytime, baby.
The fuck?
Sorry, I was watching this girl in the Mae Young Classic. But I'm going to argue the fact that Daniel Bryan was, even without the Yes gimmick, Daniel Bryan would have been over.
I actually have to disagree with that.
Alright, SummerSlam 2010.
Heavily disagree.
When Daniel Bryan was
Oh,
first...
shut up!
Wait, you telling me to shut up?
No, I'm talking to Hunter. You know what? How about this?
Who's Hunter?
For this topic about Daniel Bryan, you can just shut up. Just don't say anything.
Alright, yeah, look.
Hey, it's called an opinion.
Look,
Deal with it.
alright,
It's
but
called
I'm going to actually
my
have...
asshole.
I'm gonna have backstage proof of this. When Daniel Bryan was first released, fans were still chanting his name in WWE. They were chanting his name so much that they brought him back for SummerSlam. So, if you're telling me that Daniel Bryan wasn't over in 2010, when the fans are the reason Daniel Bryan came back in the first
and
place.
Daniel Bryan took a burial back at 2011.
He took
And
a burial. Went won the U.S. title.
I'm gonna
Dropped
argue.
it to
I'm gonna make
Sheamus.
the argument that 99% of the fans are fucking retarded
You're
and
right,
don't know
cause
what half the time.
okay, all right. You know what? I see it. Prodigy, you're listening to me, right? You see where I'm coming from. The fans loved Daniel Bryan back then. They will still love him now, even without the yes gimmick.
Jerry Lawler. The fans are ridiculous crap.
All right. Anyways, back to my topic, cause y'all don't want to hear me with the Daniel Bryan stuff. I'm gonna argue that they listen to it, but they wait too long.
Like Roman Reigns.
Yes, Roman Reigns, perfect example. I'm gonna say Dolph Ziggler. Everybody was saying they wanted Dolph Ziggler to win the title, but they waited.
Rusev to win the title, and Ziggler.
Oh, thank
and
you for interrupting me. Must be really important to say. Oh, are you finished? Keep going, please.
Go ahead.
Are you sure? I don't want to interrupt you. That'd be rude.
Look, if you're gonna keep talking about and interrupting people, I could always go brush my teeth if it makes you feel any better.
It wouldn't be the same. I still miss him. But anyways, I want to argue Dolph Ziggler, for example. Everybody wanted him to win the world title again. Next thing you know, they waited too long. They waited, what, 2 years late, and people stopped caring about. Oh my god! We might have to hurry up this episode because I gotta go with this match. But yeah, I want to argue it. They listen to it, but they wait too late for them. Perfect example: the women's revolution. It took too long to get rid of the Divas title.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you on a certain extent that they listen, but they don't follow through with it, because I don't really know about your guys' opinions, but one of the things back in 2011, 2012 that I was kind of cheering for them to pull the trigger on was the fucking Alex Riley United States title push, but that got
Alex Riley is one of the most underrated stars, honestly. My investor.
What I was pulling for was the AJ Lee Page lesbian angle.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we're all pulling for the AJ Lee Page lesbian angle.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I wasn't really pulling.
No.
I was yanking.
were.
I was yanking.
Oh, okay.
If you weren't pulling for the AJ Lee and Page lesbian angle, then you need to go see Darren Young and make yourself straight again.
We're gonna make Darren Young straight again.
Why is that hilarious? I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the 2K18 roster reveal and heard Darren Young's theme play, I just pictured when Bob Axe said, "Let's make Darren Young great again." I just heard Reaper saying, "Let's make Darren Young straight again."
It's not
or one that's not as good, but my roommate came up with. Darren Young gets hit by a car and literally becomes a vegetable and has to learn everything from scratch. Well, guess it's time to teach Darren Young shapes again.
Let's teach
Alright, but
you know what the biggest issue with that Let's Make Darren Young Great Again, minus the whole obvious link to Donald Trump that was just
so Prodigy, what did you say about Alex Riley and the Miz?
That wasn't me.
Well, who said they were talking about Miz and Alex Riley? What was it about?
That was me. That was me talking about Alex Riley, about how fans were literally getting behind his push when he fucking turned on the Miz and became a face and shit.
Well, blame Cena.
Oh, trust me, I do blame Cena.
Yeah, no, that should have been a topic. That has John Cena buried too many times.
Okay, but here's my argument with that, right? Okay, so Cena, yes, had something to do with the fact of his push getting, like, canceled and shit, but at the same time, if WWE noticed what the fans were cheering for and actually cared about what the fans wanted, Cena shouldn't have been a factor in it whatsoever at the end of the day.
Okay, I'm gonna argue
Oh, yeah, I
with.
just admit that.
I'm gonna say Randy Orton and Mr. Kennedy, and that's gonna. I guess you know what's gonna happen. I won.
You won what? You don't ever win.
I would be lying if I said I didn't enjoy Mr. Anderson more.
Anderson?
I feel like that would get over.
You know who? Thinking about Mr. Anderson reminds me of one of my favorite TNA stars.
The
It's very short-lived for his time in TNA, and I don't think he's done anything else.
Batista's wait. What's Batista's big doing in the Impact Zone?
Okay, what about fucking Samuel Shaw?
I said I was a big fan. I love the whole crazy, deranged stalker type thing. It was so good. I don't know about anybody else, but
Is anyone else disappointed that Rosemary and Bram love story got canceled out of nowhere?
Yes, it did. Oh my gosh, I was like, what?
Yeah, they just like stopped the angle after they went to her house, like, and next thing you know, I was waiting next week just to see what would happen, and they never continued on that.
I mean, it actually, it's crazy because, you know, Impact doesn't do anything good forever. So this actually had my interest, and they're like, yeah, no, we're just going to drop it. You know,
Yeah, and I was looking forward to it. I was just like, oh, okay.
Should at least give an explanation as to why you dropped it.
I actually have to disagree with you, Hunter. Impact does a lot of shit good. It's just they don't really have the financial means to actually get their shit noticed as much.
YouTube? It's free of charge,
I
dude.
said financial. They don't make money off of YouTube. You can put all the shit you want on YouTube, but it isn't gonna make you money.
I can argue. I can argue that if as long as you got a lot of subscribers, you're gonna make YouTube money. Which is why I need you to subscribe to HA609 till you can make me that moolah. Cause all my life I hustled just to get that moolah.
Yeah, I actually want him to make money too because I'm supposed to be getting
Oh, Snapchat.
I will argue this to the day I die. If TNA had the financial backing that WWE had or has right now, TNA would be the better company.
Well, I mean, if you gave
I'm glad you said that because I'm going to argue and say that you're a stupid idiot.
Okay.
Several companies that much.
Okay, prove me wrong then, Booty Daddy, because
how about prove me wrong?
No problem. Chris Benoit, 2003.
I said currently. If you take the money from WWE now and give it to TNA and switch their roles around, TNA has the better wrestling matches. They have the better talent, arguably, outside of fucking people like Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Bobby Roode and shit.
I'm going to stop you right there. The Raw roster is better than the NXT roster.
Seth Rollins, Ambrose.
Braun Strowman.
But here's the thing, though, Booty Daddy. This is coming from somebody that actually watches
I love
TNA.
the ring to that.
I'm sorry.
Youngblood, you watch TNA, don't you?
I watch TNA on YouTube. I watch it. I keep up with TNA.
What they did to the Hardys, and what they're continuing to do, I said, fuck that out and quit.
Thank you. I watch YouTube. The only thing I'm watching is Laura Van Ness because I'm liking her. The Laura Van Ness storyline.
So literally, this is my point, though. I still watch TNA because I like to see the wrestling aspect of things.
Okay, wrestling wise.
One thing that draws me back into wanting to is EC3 and Eliza.
Okay, wrestling wise, I will say TNA will have a 50-50 Because WWE with Brock Lesnar and stuff like that, their current world champion. Yeah, but overall, I still think WWE would be more entertaining than TNA.
You take any time you flip the money roll, TNA would win, definitely. But same goes if you make Ring of Honor. Hell, you get, and this is no disrespect to his promotion, but you take Pro Southwest, you give it WWE money.
All right.
Okay, but here's the.
All right.
Okay,
So
but
let's
here's the
say
thing
no
I have
money.
to
Let's say
argue
there's
with
no.
that.
All right. Let's say
Here's
every.
the thing I have to argue with that, young blood. Ring of Honor doesn't need WWE's money.
Ring of Honor just need
They're
more.
literally that good.
Ring of Honor just need more. Ring of Honor just need a TV deal. That's all they need. Ring of Honor is great.
Like, I love watching it on TV, but it's honestly confusing the way that the episodes are taped.
Yo, this fat chick is hot.
Piper Niven.
Did she win?
No, look, you gotta watch them your damn self.
Come on, man. I need
to see the second round, so
Malik, are you exploring Piper's Pit?
I
Let's just say, I want her to. I want her to hit me with a coconut.
You mean herself?
Now I meant her 2 watermelons. Oh, actually, technically 3.
Or like 7?
Hey. Those are
kidding.
rolls. Those are rolls.
So here we have Luigi, otherwise known as Prodigy, a fat shamer.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm fat. I don't give a damn.
No, you're not fat. You're perfect the way you are, Prodigy. Don't let no one tell you that. I mean, you're.
I'm gonna lie, actually, I'm a big fan of that.
Alright, so I guess we're done with my topic.
I'm not a very big fan of the black people.
You know, we have yet to hear that joke, so. Alright, so Prodigy, your last topic you want to talk about. And F the revival.
Yeah, my last question is why fuck the revival? No, I'm kidding. No, this one is kind of weird. Kind of not weird. I like gimmicks.
Batista's dick?
I said gimmicks.
Batista's dick is on Impact Zone?
No, that's
Barina Corbin.
that's Batista's big.
No. So TLC. The OG TLC. Bubba Ray, Devon,
Oh my god.
Matt, Jeff, Edge, Christian, or I'm sorry, Adam Copeland and Jason Rizzo.
I'm sorry. I can't answer this question. I'm a Christian.
Christian Cage.
Yes, indeed I am.
Okay.
So you can't say nothing bad about my religion, though.
Would it have been completely like? Do you think that tag team wrestling would have been shown in the light that it was if it was 3 different teams in that TLC match?
No.
Oh, I thought you was. Alright, honestly, I thought you was going to ask should gimmick pay-per-view stop. I thought that was going to be your topic.
No.
So to answer that question, yeah, a lot of the gimmick pay-per-views.
I'm going to say if it wasn't Edge and Christian, the Dudleys, and the Hardy Boys in that TLC match, I feel like it wouldn't be, TLC wouldn't really be famous, or the tag team team would have been good.
Yeah, like, because here's the thing, those 3 teams pretty much during that era put tag team wrestling
On the spot.
like on higher ground.
And they had the charisma and the entertainment value too.
And, you know, the in-ring ability and everything. Do you think that if it wasn't those 6, you know, those specific six, do you think it would have been the same?
No, honestly, I do not.
Now, I could think of 3 teams. No, because that would be hard.
At the time,
All right, so
at the time, then no, definitely not.
look, if we're being honest, the only teams that will replace those three teams during that time, during the TLC era, would have been the APA, TNA, Right to Censor.
Yeah, no.
so pretty much big sweaty men.
Yeah, the Headbangers. If you want to count the brothers, just any tag team Kane's in that point.
The Bushwhackers.
Oh yeah, you drafted Bushwhacker Luke on your show.
I drafted Luke Harper.
I keep hearing Luke Bushwhacker. I don't know why.
No, Luke Harper. You're just salty because I drafted Luke Harper.
You drafted Bushwhacker Luke. I don't want him. Look, I'm not salty.
Alright.
You dick.
I honestly have yet to see the Bushwhackers whack any bushes.
Oh well, you'll
No,
see.
that happens
You'll see Bushwhacker Luke on Raw as Prodigy. So you know.
Prodigy, booty prodigy.
All right, I'm about to download that song so I can do the
I
album.
I sent a picture to the chat.
No, I will not respond. Oh my! Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this.
Okay, that's really funny. No, I think the best as far as memes has been that church. I only go to Popeyes. That literally really shit. Not quite as bad.
All right. Just curious, should WWE stop gimmick pay-per-views?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I miss
A few.
I miss
Like-
Money in the Bank at WrestleMania.
Thank you.
I feel like I like the TLC pay-per-view.
No, I don't.
I don't like the Hell in a Cell.
I feel like
Because Hell in a Cells are supposed to be once in a while, like, oh my god, this feud needs a blow off. Oh, let's put them in, say, or Elimination Chamber. Like, oh, we need, champion to get screwed. Oh, let's put him with 5 other big sweaty men and put him inside freaking 10 tons of steel.
I feel like that's
the day will
I'm
come.
gonna make-
No. The day will come when they make a steel cage pay-per-view.
I think they've gotten better though. Because like, they had that one year that was entirely gimmicky.
Or a pay-per-view
Okay,
like
so-
Fatal 4-Way. Like,
Oh god, don't even give me
that was a
awful.
pay-per-view.
Or
Okay,
breaking
so I'm
point,
gonna-
which is all submission type stuff.
I'm gonna say 2 things, or I'm gonna say there's only 2 pay-per-views that are gimmick-based that I think should stay: Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber.
what about Survivor Series?
Is that really a gimmick-based thing though? Because that's just a big giant tag match, honestly.
Yo, they should rename it Teddy Long. Yo, tonight on Teddy Long's Orca.
Teddy Long's wet dream.
Holla, holla, holla. Teddy Long.
I'm gonna
likes
argue
big
with
tag team matches.
Prodigy and say
Teddy.
I want to argue that TLC.
Anymore.
I'm gonna argue that all gimmick pay-per-views should end and just have regular pay-per-views and only have like Money in the Bank at WrestleMania with Raw and SmackDown competing.
Great Balls of Fire. Put in Bad Blood.
Alright, we don't talk about Bad Blood being replaced by Great Balls of the Fire.
Hindsight being 2020, though, Great Balls of Fire really wasn't that bad of a pay-per-view.
That show was good. That show was good. Only thing bad was probably Big Ass versus Enzo.
No, that match actually was exactly what I wanted out of it.
Are your Great Balls on fire?
Oh shit!
Well, apparently Vince McMahon was. You could see it in the logo.
Right. So, are we done with Prodigy's topic?
Yep.
Alright. Youngblood, take us away. The last.
Alright, so first, a little news update. Cody Rhodes has dumped the Ring of Honor World Champion.
Yeah, now he has the Ring of Honor.
Yes, but I'm trying to get it.
Wait, hold on. He dumped the belt?
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah,
want
there's no belt. No.
He dumped the belt for a legit Ring of Honor.
Okay, I thought he just had a ring and he had the belt. I do not
No,
support
it's the Ring
this.
of Honor heavyweight ring.
I don't support
One
this.
fucking sentence. I feel like Prodigy over here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't feel right, does it?
you don't like when people interrupt you while you're talking?
Anyway,
Where's Lobo when you need him?
so Cody is straight up said, "I will not adhere to the Code of Honor," which even in Ring of Honor, even heels tend to adhere to the Code of Honor. And he said, and so he's having to go kiss the ring, literally. Like, I frankly, that's totally to a whole nother level. I'm not so sure about dumping the championship. It's a statement and it's noticeable. So it's, I mean, it makes a statement, so that's big in that, right? But like someone said, most sports you get a ring and a championship. So instead of just getting the ring, you traded your trophy for a ring.
Okay, so what's the topic?
Just what your thoughts on it were.
We're talking about this crap. It's simple. I don't support this.
I think it's fucking genius.
What? You think giving away your championship is a good idea?
I think on a kayfabe heel storyline wise, yes, it's a good idea.
Okay, well,
Because
He's still Ring of Honor champion.
that's something I feel Ring of Honor has always lacked, was just that one dickish heel that fucking didn't give a crap about their fucking shake the opponent's hand,
Kevin
fucking be
Steen.
nice to each other motto. Even Kevin Steen did the fucking handshake thing,
Yeah, I mean, well, sometimes they don't do the shake, but
Nobody's
Go on,
ever
straight up.
taken it. My argument
No.
is nobody's ever taken it to that extent, though.
yeah, I
If
mean,
you have
nobody's ever said, "I will not do it at all." Basically, like, if they don't do it, they don't respect you. So I don't respect anybody.
Yeah, that's one thing Ring of Honor has never had. They've had people that just don't shake hands, but nobody's ever really flat out said, fuck your motto.
Like, genuinely, I read, like, because if this happened in some other area, in some other promotion, it would not be near as big. But with Ring of Honor, the Code of Honor is such a big thing that you just straight up giving a big middle finger to it, or a big ring finger in this case.
Is somebody sleeping?
Luigi, wake up.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
she's been struck by a smooth criminal. See, I'd rather you say, Taya, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Taya?
Luigi, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Luigi?
He's been struck by a smooth hurricane.
I got the essential here now.
Alright, last question.
Alright.
Topic.
I had one thing I wanted us to discuss because I realized I was waiting on someone else to bring it up. The sexy star incident.
I said that like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, but you didn't actually bring it up as a topic. You
Oh.
just said why you were surprised that I had if I was waiting for someone else.
Yeah, because I thought I was leaving that for you because you're the one who brought it to our attention. I thought you wanted to talk about it.
Well, I do, but
I was saving myself for you.
What do I think of it? I think I don't really give a fuck about it.
Oh my god.
Like your kid.
12,
I don't give a fuck about your kids.
14,
Fuck about your broken arm.
22.
365.
I'm gonna say I say Sexy Star needs to be released from wrestling, because now she's trying to play victim. Yeah, she needs to go.
Wait, she was? I didn't even read it because I knew it was going to be a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, she's saying that a lot was going on. It was a heat of the moment thing, and she's very sorry.
Oh my gosh. What a
Yeah.
fucking bitch. Yeah, she needs to, before this, I already said, she needs to be straight up blackballed. They need to treat her worse than Kaepernick.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think Sexy Star needs to be released from wrestling. Period. I feel like she needs to go. She needs to be released and hired to Big Bad Booty Daddy's house, and sign a 24. What was it? A 24-month deal to be in his bedroom, and
She hurt your dick like she broke Rosemary's arm.
Hey. She can do that on month 5. As long as she makes some good breakfast and I can, tap that, I'm okay.
You won't be able to tap anything ever. Did you not hear me? Broken dick.
You know what's funny? What
it's
she?
bone break. It can't be
Hold.
broken.
Wait. You know what's funny? What if she be doing like, hey, let's spice up the sex, and he's like, all right, do whatever you want on me, and she grabs him by the arm. All right, the safety word is tap out, and she grabs him by the arm and he's like, ah, and then he just taps out. He's like, no, you're supposed to say tap out. And then she breaks his arm like, well, why didn't you use the safety word? I was tapping out. Your leg was covering my mouth. Well,
no topic. Will Braun Strowman ever be finished with you?
I don't know. Let's ask Nia Jax. It's been like 7 pay-per-views now.
That was a pre-show.
It's still funny. Oh, Candice LeRae in action. I hope she lose in 2 seconds.
Alright, with that, I'm ending this.
Yeah, I just wanted to piss you off.
And it worked.
You're welcome. Oh, ECW, the classic one, sucked. WWE ECW is a true legendary show.
You laugh.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, with that being said, any final words, Reaper, to end it off?
Fuck the revival.
Oh, that's good enough for me. And with that being said, we love doing these episodes with you guys, so help us out, help us grow. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a comment. We love doing these episodes, so if you can, help us grow. And we'll see you on the next one.